Hi guys, welcome to my channel Airborne for Animals. My name is Lydia and today I'm going to be sharing with you 20 tips for staying safe while solo travelling. Travelling solo is an incredible experience and I think it's really important to find yourself and also to know your limits. But travelling solo can be scary and it can be daunting. And your safety is paramount, which is why I've composed this list of 20 safety tips to keep you safe while you're travelling. If you enjoyed this video, then be sure to like, subscribe and click the bell icon down below so you'll be notified whenever I post. So without any further ado, let's dive right in. Number 1. Make copies of your travel documents. If your passport gets lost or stolen, it's really helpful to have a backup, just in case you need to know your passport number or you need to know some information that's on your passport in order to get yourself a new one. Obviously don't keep the copies in the same place as the actual documents because it's pretty pointless if you lose them both. Number 2. Research common scams for the destination that you're going to. Scammers have gotten pretty imaginative, ranging from impersonating a police officer to fake entry fees to broken taxi meters. So make sure you know what you're looking out for before you go. Number 3. Know the emergency contact number. Every country has a different one. America is 911, England is 999, and Netherlands is 112. If you don't think you'll remember it, put it as a contact in your phone. It's just really important that you just keep this on you because you never know why you might need it. Number 4. Let your friends and family know your itinerary. Even if you're not super organised, just give them a heads up where you're going to next. In case you lose contact with them, they can then call the accommodation or the restaurant that you were meant to be going to next, and it just lets them know that you're safe and it also lets them know if anything's wrong. Number 5. Read the reviews on the accommodation and don't hesitate to get in contact if you have any questions about their safety. You want to feel safe where you're staying, in the area and the hotel. If you get there and you don't feel like your room is secure, then ask to be moved to another one. There's absolutely nothing wrong with asking to be safe. Number 6. Split your money across all of your bags. If you haven't watched Race Across the World, then you should. But one of the episodes, a couple lost all of the money that they had because they had it all in one place. It made me realise that I should split my money across all of my bags. So now when I travel, I keep money in my hand luggage, my main bag, and my luggage. And if one of my bags gets stolen, then at least I still have a backup. Number 7. Don't wear flashy jewellery. You'll probably see this tip floating around quite a lot, but it is an important one. You're more likely to become a target if you're seen as rich. If you want to wear flashy jewellery for an Instagram photo shoot or for a video, then I recommend keeping it in your bag until you actually start doing the photos. Number 8. Look confident and you're less likely to become a target. Your body language is a very powerful tool of communication. If you're looking jumpy and scared, you're more likely to become a target because it looks like you can't defend yourself. Whereas if you're walking confidently, you're less likely to get attacked or mugged because you look like you're going to make a big noise if it happens. Number 9. Think about your clothing. Not only do you want to be culturally sensitive, but you also don't want to look like a tourist because tourists are predominantly the target of most scammers. Number 10. Carry small notes instead of the big ones that the banks give you. You may be able to exchange your big notes at a hotel or a bank. Number 11. Give your friends and family the chance to track you. It may seem a little bit like an invasion of privacy, but it is quite helpful. I personally use Find My Friends and Life 360, and it just gives them a peace of mind as well. And also, if your phone gets stolen, then you can track it. Number 12. Don't share information about where you're staying or where you're going next with strangers. It might be a very cynical way of looking at things, but you don't really know who you can trust. They might sell your information or use it in a way that you don't want them to, and it's better to be safe than sorry. Number 13. Carry a keychain alarm. I'll leave a link for one down in the description box below, but these are very useful when you need to make a lot of noise. I recommend keeping them in an accessible place and all you have to do is pull the cord whenever you're in danger and it will set off an alarm. And then once the danger is finished, you just put the cord back in and it stops. Number 14. Double secure your room with an extra lock. I'll also leave the link for this down below, but if you're ever staying in a hotel and you just want that extra bit of security, it acts as a second lock. Number 15. Talk to the locals about which taxi service or which clubs or which hotels to stay in. They know better than anybody which is safe and which is not. And also, they might be able to tell you about some hidden gems that you never would have known about otherwise. Number 16. Use a fanny pack or a bum bag. As I said earlier, it's a really great idea to split up your valuables. So keeping them on you and hidden underneath your shirt is a really good way of keeping them safe. Number 17. Check your ATMs before you use them. I do this even when I'm at home for every ATM that I use. What I do is I run my hand under the top of the ATM and check for cameras, and also the part where you actually insert your card, I wiggle it to make sure that there isn't a fake card reader on top, because ATM scams are actually very common. Number 18. Try and stay sober while you're travelling. I know, pretty boring, right? But your safety is very important. Unless you're surrounded by people you completely trust, I really recommend waiting until you get home to do these adventures. Number 19. If you can, use taxi services like Uber or Grab. You can then track your location, and you can also share this information with your friends and your family. And lastly, number 20. Trust your gut. Your instincts have been developing over thousands of years, so they're pretty accurate. If something feels off, then just don't do it. All of these tips can be overwhelming, and it can probably make solo travel seem pretty scary. But it just requires a bit of extra thinking before you make any decisions. Solo travel is incredible, and I'm going to have a lot more videos coming out about it soon. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe and click the bell icon so you'll be notified whenever I post. Also, if you have any safety tips that you recommend, be sure to comment them down below. See you soon!